Hello, Taurus. This is your love outlook, beginning with Justice, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and we have the King of Pentacles. For your person, we have the Sun, the Ace of Wands, Death coming in, and the Nine of Cups. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles, right? So the beginning, the very beginnings of wanting to create something, right? Page of Pentacles, it's like the little bits, the ideas, you know, the little tasks, the little work, the nitty gritty of beginning a project or something like that you want to manifest, you know, in the material world. We'll get back to that. Right away, let's get right into how you and your person present your energies this week. You're coming in with Justice and they come in with the Sun. So there's a rebalancing happening here for you. There's a karmic rebalancing coming in for you this week. Some of you will be dealing with issues to do, I'm looking ahead at all these pentacles, issues to do with contracts, you know, agreements, mediation. But in any case, you're coming into a period where things are righting themselves. Your person is coming in with Sun energy, so they are bursting at the seams. They're full of confidence this week. They're full of clarity. The Sun brings with it a lot of clarity and a lot of room for growth, I'm going to say, for progression, for, you know, for beginning to manifest some of these goals that you have. So this is the energy that you and your person are coming in with. Now we're going to get into some clarifiers and we'll go ahead because I wonder if this this may indeed be a new connection. But let's see. This is just basic energy. Let's see what that Justice is all about for you. Okay, now, walking away in a new love. So I think for some of you, Taurus, this week is all about death. And this week is all about leaving one for another, okay? You have a new love connection coming in. And I believe, Taurus, it's this person because they see you as a new connection here as well, right? But you're coming in this week, Taurus, you just got done walking away from a relationship that just does not suit you anymore, a relationship that you are finally done with. And it's on the heels of this new love coming in. Like there's a new connection, a new opportunity and love. Aces are all about new opportunities, but it's really what you make of it as well. Right? What are you making of that opportunity? Are you seizing it? Are you following through? But yeah, Taurus, you made room in your life for somebody else to come in. And I think that somebody else is this person. Now, your person is coming in this week also with a huge change. They have Death and Nine of Wands. It feels like they themselves are also going through a transformative period now. Where something is really changing. There's a huge change in them. And, you know, I think that they probably, it feels as though they've been for quite some time trying to find that step, that first step towards transformation. I believe you're that first step. Taurus, you've come across somebody where the both of you are, so the both of you are kind of falling into something new with each other. You each represent a new type of love for the other person. You're walking away from toxicity. They're about to change their whole MO in terms of relationships also because of you. They're coming in with Sun, and I think a lot of that Sun, that clarity, that warmth, that busting out energy comes from you seem to serve as a source of inspiration. Now, how do you guys see each other? Well, you see them as someone who's extremely generous, someone who is very balanced. You know, the energy dynamic here is a very balanced give and take dynamic. You know, and I think it's really refreshing for you. You may be coming from a place, Taurus, where it's always been give, 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 give. Now you're dealing with somebody where you really can see that there's there's a back and forth here. You're not the only one who's giving. I think this is really refreshing. Your person sees you as the Ace of Wands, so you are absolutely a whole new source of inspiration, fire, and passion for them. You know, Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol of the deck. So in the love reading, we're talking about a high degree of attraction, passion, sexual energy is here. Again, another ace. So an opportunity for really something exciting, right? An opportunity for something exciting and a relationship that is quite creative. So your person is really loving this, all right? Let's get into some clarity here. Yes, Eight of Wands and the World. So for you, it's a little bit confusing, I'm going to say. There's some conflicting energy that comes in. You know, Eight of Wands it feels as though because this is new, this person may be coming into you in a very haphazard way. Okay, so for instance, you're offering an entirely different type of relationship here, or different type of person that they're used to, I believe. Connection, dynamic. And they, for you, also representing something very different than what you had before, but it's new. And because they're changing so much, death comes in twice for them. So you're dealing with somebody who, because of their meeting you, because of this spark that has happened between the two of you, it's really, they themselves are changing in a big way. It could be that they've been very immature up until now. They may have had very immature relationships, or they may have had relationships with certain types of people. It could be that, you know, you're dealing with somebody who's generally a player, right? But right now, meeting you, it's like they're giving up their playing ways. They're realizing, hang on a second, I think I want more. I think I really need to change my whole thing up. I think I need to step my whole game up, you know, into something that's a lot more substantial. They're coming in with world energy. Meeting you really feels like the right thing for them. It's like, wow, okay, this Taurus is the right person. This is the right person for me. But they're also giving up their old ways. They're also sort of like, all right, if I want to be with this Taurus, I'm going to have to change some things. And so you're getting a lot of conflicting energy. That's one day they may be hot, the next day they may be cool. This person may still actually be involved with someone. But when I say involved, it's a very shallow relationship. It's not anything deep. You know, it's like if they are with somebody, it's like a fling. It's like an on again, off again fling, or a long-term fling. It's much more in that category. It's not as though they're cheating really. I mean, they are, you know, they may indeed be, but it's not a relationship here. It feels like that's very deep. And it's exactly that type of thing that's changing for them. It's like they may indeed be in a process of disentangling themselves from a current sort of shallow connection in an effort to possibly get themselves ready to be with you. I'm not sure that they're entirely ready to be with you, right? Because again, you're dealing with somebody who's really changing up the way they're looking at relationships and the way they look at the person they're having a relationship with. Now, how do you guys see how do you see your role in the relationship? Well, if I can get this card up. For you, you're really reevaluating. So again, because of a lot of this communication that's coming in that's a little bit choppy, that's not consistent, you're also in a space where you're kind of like, you're evaluating. You're like, hang on a second. Let me make sure that what I'm getting from this person is really what I need and what I desire. I think because you've come out of something recently that was like you were finally done with that, and it's like you really, really desperately don't want to go back to something like this. You're really biding your time here. Your person, how do they see this relationship? Well, this connection with you is the foundation of a huge transformation. They have death here. And it's very much how you see yourself. This position is for how you see yourself in a relationship. And it's as if meeting you, connecting with you is really sort of causing or setting in motion a transformation that it's like the death of this person. Not physical. Remember, we're not talking about physical death, but a death of a certain way of acting, a certain way of interacting, a certain outlook. You know, this person is really, really resonating up. I'm going to say maturing emotionally as a result of wanting to be with you. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And the King of Cups. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who really, really desires to be with you, but they're very cool and collected with their emotions. Okay? This person is very cool, calm, and collected. They're not going to necessarily tell you exactly how deep they feel. They're very, very strong in their emotions. I think their emotions are very strong for you, but again, they're being very cool about it. They're being very mature about it. I think they don't want to let on how much you're affecting them. Something about it, you know, they don't want to let on to you just yet. But there's a huge change here happening for you. You're resonating up. 10 of Pentacles, I feel like this person is absolutely a love. Like could be a really strong love connection for you. But because you're so nervous, right, Taurus, about it going sideways, it being wrong, starting it wrong, going about this the wrong way, you're being very careful. But there is a feeling here, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, that this person is really an opportunity to have the whole shebang. You know, to have the hot love, the exciting hot sexual tension, the rapport, the understand. Like, it just seems to be like the whole complete package here for you. It's still beginning stages though, right? Possible outcomes. King of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. Like a degree of just happiness here. 9 of Cups, your person seems like they are going to, 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, love. Listen, the big change here for your person is that they are kind of coming to this connection with you with like really deep, sincere, genuine affection and love. And it's really blowing their minds. I don't think they've actually been in love with anybody for quite some time. You know what's happening. High Priestess comes in. You already know what's happening. You can already feel it, even though you can see that their energies, their communication is a little bit, you know, on and off again, on and off again. You know what's going on, Taurus. You already know in your bones with the High Priestess, your gut, your intuition is already telling you, yeah, this person is interested, but they're tidying up some things. It's going to take a minute for them to get to that space of, yeah, I want you, and this is what I want to do about it. Right now, you're just, you know, the connection that they feel with you is still quite shocking to them, surprising to them. The way they feel is surprising them. And so they're still going through some movements here, right? They're still going through some stuff here to figure it out. But at the end of the day, they are feeling nothing but love and affection, and they just truly desire you, and they have just so much joy with you. Like, it's so much fun. You've come out of a relationship that was not only not fun, it was not exciting, it was not nothing. It was just like, ugh, I'm done. Like, you give me nothing. And they're coming from a place of, yeah, I'm with this person now or that person, you know, very quick, transient relationships, but none of them really make them happy. They don't feel any genuine love. And so right now, meeting each other, wow, boom, the two of you are like, wow, we actually enjoy each other's company. We like being together. Let's pull out your animal spirits and see where you're at. Beautiful reading, Taurus, for a new love connection with somebody. This person is still working through some stuff to be ready for you, but the lizard and the lion. So the lizard, you know, fire energy. The lizard sometimes, you know, is so hyped up and its extrasensory perception is so ramped up that sometimes they can work themselves up, right? They can combust. They can work themselves in the lather. They can see things that aren't there. So just be careful. This feels like a high passion situation. Be careful about, you know, thinking too much. right? Putting too much into what's happening around you, or every little thing, expecting it to be a sign about this connection. Right now, you're really amped up. You're excited, but you want to be, take it as it comes, right? Because this is a slow boil relationship. You're dealing with somebody here who has to make some changes to themselves before they're fully able to commit to this. Lion energy, self-mastery, more fire. The lion is all about mastering yourself, being good at something. The lion doesn't have time for anything that doesn't serve its purpose. The lion doesn't have time for anything that doesn't help it master itself, right? Help it become a better lion. It can come off quite snobby, quite haughty, quite prideful, but it's because the lion's objective is, one of being the best. The lion wants to be proud for a reason, not for no reason. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here in terms of, what you're willing to accept, what this person is willing to accept, the fact that you're both kind of resonating up to a higher place. Some of you, you're dealing with somebody who is very sort of, and I think you're resonating with this, Taurus, as well. Very sort of like right now, all about balling and being the best that you can be, stepping your game up physically, mentally, emotionally, you know what I mean? Bringing love to the table instead of toxicity. And so this situation here, this connection is going to take a little bit of time. All right, let's get your oracles up. Werewolf spirits, spirit of the book, and spirit of Pegasus. Well, of course, werewolf spirit, wild, untamed desire is here, right? Shocking. So much desire. I feel that off your person. Your person desires you very, very much. All right. You're extremely attractive to them. Spirit of the book, new chapter development. Okay. So this is it. This feels like a new chapter in your life, Taurus. The spirit of the Pegasus. Not as it seems, okay? So right now, as I say, be careful with that lizard. Sometimes you think you see things that aren't really there just because you're hyped up and you're waiting to see things. Just take time here. Things aren't as they seem. And as I say, there may be times that this person doesn't come towards you the way you'd like, but things aren't as they seem, in as much as, trust me when I tell you, this person, you are affecting this person deeply. And it's just going to take a little bit of time for them to catch up to their own feelings and really realize what's going on here. All right, Taurus, thank you so much. This was your Love Weekly. If you enjoyed this reading, you got something out of it, please like, subscribe, comment in the section, share the video. All of those things really help me out, and I do appreciate when you take the time to do them. But for right now, I'm just going to wish you all love, life, and happiness. Taurus, you're dealing with a really exciting new love affair here, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. All right, guys, hope to see you next week in your Love Outlook. Bye-bye now.